What if the meaning of life isn't out there to be found, but inside us, waiting to be created? Absurdism doesn't shout its truth. It whispers when we're quiet. It appears when life feels heavy, repetitive, yet strangely beautiful. What if all the searching, all the hoping, all the believing isn't leading anywhere? And what if that's not a tragedy, but a kind of freedom? Absurdism is a philosophy most often linked to the writer Albert Camus. But it's not about chaos or nonsense. It's about the deep tension between our longing for meaning and the cold silence of the universe. We ask, why am I here? What's the point? What happens after all this? And the world doesn't answer. Camus describes the absurd as the conflict between our need for clarity and the randomness of existence. We're meaning makers, walking through a universe that offers none. This isn't depression. This is clarity. He wrote, "The absurd is born of this confrontation between the human need and the unreasonable silence of the world. It's like yelling into the void and hearing only your echo. That echo is absurdity." But Camus doesn't stop there. So what do we do with the absurd? Camus gave us 3 options. 1. End it all. 2. Escape into belief, creating meaning from religion or ideology. 3. Accept the absurd and live in defiance of it. He rejected the first 2. He called the third revolt, but not in anger. This rebellion is quiet. It's a refusal to give up, even when there are no answers. It's a sunrise after a sleepless night, a deep breath when no one's watching. Joy, not because life has meaning, but because we choose to give it some. Camus gave us an image: Sisyphus, a man cursed to push a boulder up a hill forever. Every time he nears the top, it rolls back down. A pointless task, a meaningless cycle. But Camus says something surprising. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Why? Because once Sisyphus accepts his fate, it no longer controls him. The absurd is still there, but he owns it now. He becomes the author of his effort, not the victim of it. You don't need to be a philosopher to feel the absurd. It's in sitcoms like The Office, characters repeating meaningless routines, finding moments of joy in between. It's in BoJack Horseman and Rick and Morty, characters who laugh, love, and suffer, even when nothing truly makes sense. It's in us, in jobs we do to survive, beliefs we outgrow, days that blur together. Absurdism doesn't demand that we solve life. It invites us to live it, fully, honestly, beautifully, even when it makes no sense at all. Absurdism can feel lonely, but it's also freeing. When we stop begging the universe for purpose, we begin to make our own. We become artists, painting meaning onto a blank canvas. Not because we must, but because we can. And that, Camus believed, was the most human thing of all. So what does it mean to live with the absurd? It means facing reality with open eyes and an open heart. It means laughing, even when there's nothing to laugh at. Loving, even when it might not last. Trying, even when nothing is guaranteed. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Maybe we must imagine ourselves the same way. If this resonated with you, subscribe to The Daily Wise for more quiet thoughts on big ideas, and tell us in the comments what gives your life meaning, even in the face of the absurd.